guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. So Shannon is editing this and realised she didn't do an intro. Shock. But this week, my lovelies, we are off to Aldi. And Aldi, they may have come in a bit more over budget. However, for what we've got, I think we've actually got quite a bargain. So enjoy the ride with us, guys. Dan takes lead on some of the meals this week with commentary running through. I hope you enjoy. And then there's a really little fun outro at the end of us. Literally just waffling utter shite and asking your opinion on a lot of things. So yeah, take care. Don't take care, Shannon. What are you saying? We're not rounding the video out. Guys, get comfy and get down for the video, eh?
I hope we don't fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? There's so much more than we've been told, way beyond what we can.
Hello my lovelies, I am back. I don't know if there was much phone footage, but I tried to get what I could. Aldi was very busy. We've never been to that Aldi before, and it's quite a large one near town, so we'll go with that. So if you hear a little bit of noise in the background, I have got a wash on. But Aldi has come in at the most expensive at the moment. However, we have bought a lot more meat this week, and some of the meals are for 4 of us and not 2 of us, so I've had to bulk up on some of the ingredients. But we also have had to detour from some meals. So, as you would have seen, there was meal plan, which we had, and we had all hopes of sticking to this. We've stuck to it majoritarily, even if that's a word, but we haven't quite got it fully. So, we will see. I also forgot to put in the view over clip. We actually got these. Dan just popped them to the side so they didn't break. So this will all make sense. We've got some poppadoms, we've got some naan bread, and we've got some wraps. So pop them there. I just looked and I thought, I haven't filmed them in there, but they are to do with one of the dinners. So Aldi come in, which I'm going to say it's technically for 4 people because 2 of these meals are for 4. So we're going to go, it's almost halfway, at £49.83. So 7 meals for under 50 quid, which, okay, compared to some of the other months, Aldi has come up at the most expensive. However, as I said, these challenges will start to get a bit more difficult because we're buying some more meats and bits and bobs, and we've got a ton of fresh veg and salads. So I'm like, okay, we're going to see how we go. So as always, they're not in any particular order, but the meal for the 4 of us is steak and chips. It is a pre-birthday meal, and someone really wants steak, so I was like, I tell you what, we're going to do steak and chips. So steak wise, we picked up 2 lots, and then we can decide what people want on the day. And these come in, I believe, at $2.99 and $4.99. So we have 2 rump steaks, and then also we have, I know this one, definitely one will be for Dan, but if anyone else wants a big one, they can have a 12-ounce sirloin. So we have got steak. Chips wise, I've got still some big gastro chips from when we went to Lidl a couple of weeks ago, so we're just going to use them up. But yeah, a steak pre-birthday meal is what was wanted. So that is what we've picked up. So 4 steaks there, it automatically takes quite a big chunk of the budget. We also have pizza pasta night. Now, we've had pasta and pizza. That is going to be a staple throughout these because number one, it's quick and easy, and we like to actually see the different varieties. So we went with pizza this time for Waitrose. Waitrose, Aldi. The garlic baguettes was 72p. So 72p for 2. We just pick these up, chuck them in, see how they go, because Lidl's weren't that bad actually from what I can remember. And in terms of the pizzas, these are what they call single serve pizzas, and these were £2.49. Now, again, this is going to be for 4 of us because we're going to pop in the garlic baguettes, and we actually still do have a bag of tortellini from Waitrose still in there, so we're going to use that with it, but you guys will just see this amount. So we've picked up a chicken tikka wood-fired pizza, which actually, this looks quite nice. I'm really looking forward to this one. And then the other one we got was a spicy salami and chili jam wood-fired pizza. That is saying it's a medium. So I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't going to be suitable for everyone. Dan will love this, but I feel this one will be more on the cards. As I say, who knows? Things may change, but we've planned for 4 persons. And whatever happens, if say, for example, we don't have them, they can go in the freezer. So waste not, want not. So that was quite a bit of a chunk of the amount gone. And then we also needed more steak in terms of diced steak. So diced beef, this was £7. Now, I could have sworn I had one more bag of diced steak in the freezer from the butcher's. On the last pie that Dan made, he failed to say that he used both packs. So I was like, if you'd have told me, I could have got another one when I was down there last week. But it doesn't matter. £6.99 for 700 grams. So I'm like, we'll see how it cooks up. They did have one that was, I believe it was 450 or 500 grams for about £1 or 150 less. So we just got the big one because Danny's actually doing a steak and Guinness pie. I love his pies when he does them. With mash. So we picked up 4 baking potatoes. And your baking potatoes are 79p. They didn't really have huge jackets for like jacket potato. So we picked these up for the mash, and we're going to have them with some veg. Guinness, we didn't need to buy the Guinness because the Guinness is always in the house. Dan loves the Guinness, so there's always a can laying around here. And in terms of veg, I'm not quite sure what we are going to have with it. We've got a mixture. We've got some tender stem broccoli. Now, tender stem, they always charge you more, but it tastes nicer, I think. Where are we? Tender stem broccoli, £1.49. Which you can probably get a whole head of broccoli for less than £1, but we really like this, and I think it tastes nicer. We've got a bag of green beans. Green beans, green beans, green beans, green beans, green beans. Did you charge me? Oh, yes, you do. 69p. And we also got some carrots. Dan wanted carrots. Big old bag of carrots, 1 kilo, 70p. And the debacle we had with the carrots, because we could not find one that wasn't not open. Every time a bag was picked up, a carrot fell out. So that was quite a little entertaining bit. So yes, we're going to have a steak and Guinness pie. I don't know how much of that you will see filmed because Dan is on earlies this week, so he said he's going to pop by and salt dinner. So when I come back, there's actually not a lot for me to do that night. Probably just salt the tatties and veg out, but I'll see if he will give a little lowdown how he does his pie, because his pies are blooming lovely. Now, I did have salmon / prawns with a jacket potato and salad. However, the potatoes for jacket potatoes were poor. They was tiny, and I need to get myself back down to the farm shop because, guys, the ones we had, whoo, good jacket potato. So unfortunately, that went out the window. So I changed it. We are still going to have salad, but I picked up some miniature potatoes. Oh, don't know what that is. A driver has a message about your order for Amazon. I haven't got any Amazon due. I picked up some British miniature potatoes, which mini potatoes, 79p. And I think what I'm going to do is boil these, maybe, I don't know whether to roughly smash them or just dice them and then cover them in a bit of, say, like a garlic and parsley butter. Again, we've got salad, so we picked up 2 packs of romaine hearts. I love this. I feel this and the little sweet gem lettuce, fabulous. These are £1.9p. So we're going to have one of these for the salad. We've also got cherry tomatoes with a bag of onions. We have 2 lots of mushrooms, and of course we have spring onions. I'll tell you what, guys, the spring onions, I didn't think for the size of them. They were too shabby, actually. What was the spring onion? Spring onions was 69p. I didn't think that was too bad. They're actually a decent size. So what that has changed into is fish cakes with mini potatoes and salad. And the fish cakes I picked up. Who's at the front door? That's Mama. Who's at the front door? Hello? Hello? Oh, is this Dada's parcel? Oh, he rang the doorbell, bless him, and I think it's gone in Mum's door. Thank you. I don't know, it's a parcel. I'm thinking I haven't ordered anything for Amazon. It's for Dada. Right, that's him sorted. The fish cakes. Now, I was going to get salmon, I was going to get prawns. The salmon pieces were really small. The prawns weren't really looking all that. So I picked up 2 bits of fish cakes, and these were £2.39. Okay. Specially selected. We've got cod and chorizo. Now, me and Mum used to swear by these. Loved Lidl and Aldi fish cakes. And then I got cod and pea in a tempura batter. So we'll have one of these each with some mini potatoes and a nice bit of salad. So I think it's kind of salvage. It is salvage, my lovelies. Now, one of the days, I'm going to do a chicken Caesar salad. I picked up a Caesar salad dressing when we was down the farm shop. Is it here? Yes. Kentish condiments. I've got one down here, guys. So we're going to use that. I've got the romaine lettuce. And then this was, again, it takes a bit more of the budget. This was £1.69. But you need Parmesan shavings for chicken Caesar. And then also, you need chicken. So the chicken fillets were £2.29 for 2. And I can't lie, guys, they're tiny. Compared to the chicken fillets we're used to from the butchers, they're tiny. However, it's just going to be a salad. So that's not a problem. We will deal with that. I'm thinking romaine lettuce, spring onion and cucumber. I feel Dan will put some celery in his. I don't know if he'll put beetroot because of the dressing, but he has got some beetroot. And croutons. I already have croutons. We're going to have a little chicken Caesar salad. I'm happy with that. And then the wraps. Just plain standard wraps. Plain standard. With them, I've got some, when we've done the big stock up with Iceland, you know the bird's eye, like southern fried chicken breasts, the chicken char grills, like you get a 2-pack. We've got some of them in there. So we're just going to have like southern fried / chicken char grill wraps. I've got some rice in the cupboard. We can just heat that up, put that in, put some salad. I also picked up a pack of peppers. And I feel these were about £1.80. I don't know why these peppers, a sweet pack, £1.80, yeah. Because I don't like green peppers. So it was kind of like, okay, we can't have them. And the green ones actually come in the packages that are cheaper, which is annoying. So yeah, £1.80 for those. As I say, Dan got beetroot, plenty of bits and bobs. And oh, baby buttered mushrooms, I should go with steak. Because Dan, again, he's his connoisseur at his garlic, parsley, herb, melted butter mushrooms. So that's what he's doing for that. And then the last night we have a crown of turkey still left in there. Well, a piece of turkey from Christmas. I've got curry sauce. I've got rice. I needed poppadoms and naan bread, of which poppadoms were £1.15 and the naan bread was 95p. I didn't think that was too bad. So we're going to have a turkey curry. So that will probably be towards the end of the week, I would think. using up the peppers, the mushrooms, the onions, bits and bobs that we've got left over to make a nice big curry. And then on top of that, we just got a few basics of a butter and a milk. And that, my lovelies, is 50 quid's worth from Aldi. I do think we have a lot, especially like veg-wise, and we have a pack of diced beef, 4 steaks, chicken breast, 4 fish cakes, 2 pizzas. So I do think we have done okay, but it has come out at the highest of the budgets. So we'll see. We'll not disregard them just yet. Dan, I don't know what he is fancying tonight. So it may be steak tonight, or will it be tomorrow? I'll see when they fancy their pre-birthday dinner. But yeah, who knows? You will see me later on, my lovelies. Hello, my lovelies. Checking in for food. It's going to be a tad dark this week. We're faffing around with the lights in the kitchen and the rewiring's not quite going to plan. But we've just come back from Waitrose because we've popped there to pick a few bits up for Easter. So these meals are going to be like in and amongst Easter. So we're just trying to plan it out. But tonight it's a little bit later. We're going to just jump in the shower, watch some Sons of Anarchy. So I'm going to do the chicken Caesar salad. Now, I don't put bacon in my chicken Caesar salad and I don't put anchovies in it. I like fish, but I'm just not anchovies. So I literally have the lettuce, cucumber, spring onion, parmesan, croutons, and the Caesar dressing, which I don't know what this is going to be like, but we picked it up when we went down to Fobbing Farm Shop when I picked my car up the other week. So we're going to have that. And also, maybe another unpopular opinion, when I do my chicken, I don't roast it or pan fry it. I actually poach my chicken breast because I feel it actually makes it a hell of a lot more tender, and you want it plain to absorb the sauce. So yeah, that is what I will be doing tonight. As I say, very quick and easy. Will probably not take any more than 15-20 minutes. So I should be able to get the water boiling, jump in the shower, come back, literally just chop a lettuce, pop it in a bowl, a little bit of cucumber onion, and we're good to go. But this has got to be half a bag each for me and Dan. However, croutons, I can eat the whole goddamn bag and I don't even feel bad about it. So stop rabbiting away, Shannon. Let's get the water on to boil. Let's get the chicken poaching. Let's jump in the shower, and then we will sit down and we can have a little look at a homemade chicken Caesar salad, minus bacon, minus anchovies.
So keep your eyes open for the things that really matter. Oh, you have to give it one more try. Now that the idiots are taking over, they're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? Oh no.
So with the parmesan, I like to actually put a little base layer before the chicken goes on, and then douse it with some more once the chicken is on. It is poaching away nicely. We'll get the croutons and then we'll slice the chicken. I think I'll probably jump in the shower after the chicken because that's going to be done in like 2 minutes. You want to try your rum cream? We can't go to a Waitrose without buying a bottle from their selection because they do have a really good selection. I did pick up another bottle of my little sake, and Dan picked up Bamboo rum cream, which actually comes highly recommended. A lot of the guys at work say to me, you like rum but you've never tried this. So I'm like, okay, We shall see. It's a product of Panama. And actually, Panama was where the rum was the devil's share at the whiskey thing, weren't it?
Was it?
Yeah. Right, Dan's going to pour that. I'm going to dish up the dinner, and then we'll be sitting watching Sons of Anarchy and see how it compares.
Sorry, we got a problem.
Right, salad done, and also we're going to have a taste test on this rum cream of bamboo. We've got our Sons of Anarchy as always on. Oh. Have you tried it?
No.
It's actually really nice.
Have you tried it?
I've just tried it.
I was waiting for you.
It's almost got...
No, that's me.
It's almost got a little twinge.
I wouldn't know.
Almost like a fruitcake.
A fruitcake? What?
When you taste it, tell me what you think.
Oh, I intend to. When I try it.
I'm getting like a... It's like a fruitcake spice or like hot cross bun spice.
A hot cross bun.
I've never had bamboo rum normally, so I don't know what it it could just be the rum, it could have a twinge, but Dan's on the juice, but Dan is also on the rum, guys. So I don't think that's come out too bad. It's just trying it out. The chicken, I love doing the chicken poached because I just think it's a lot more tender.
Very smooth, very subtle. A little bit of a warm after.
I think this is on the whiskey show again, guys. Are you getting like the fruitcake?
I can taste the fruits in it.
You're not getting like a warming, as you say, spice. So the Caesar dressing we actually got, as I say, from the farm shop. Lovely. This is very nice. And this is something that like you could have with jacket potatoes. Hopefully when we get to the farm shop, we'll be able to get our hands on the big ones. Is it just me then that thought it was like fruitcake?
I prefer that to Haley's.
Really? I could put that in my rice pudding.
Oh yes.
So when we went to the Whiskey Live...
I can taste the fruits in it. Berries.
Berries? More like raisins and sultanas, no?
I'm sure I just swallowed a raspberry.
When we went to the Whiskey Live, you would have seen we picked up a Irish cream.
I still went to try it.
Well, we tried quite a lot of it at the show.
Don't remember.
You probably wouldn't remember. But I said to the lady, she said, oh, I'll put it in like iced coffee and then I was like, I might do a boozy rice pudding over Easter. We've literally just picked up the dessert for Easter, but there's no harm. I might still make a rice pudding because that's normally the only time that I actually do make a rice pudding over Easter, because I think, is rice pudding traditional at Easter? I don't think it is, but it's just always been something me and Mum have done. Dan advised me today that he doesn't eat meat on Good Friday, and I've booked us to go for a nice breakfast. So I think it's eggs hollandaise for you, darling.
I love toast.
You're going to go and just have toast?
I love toast.
Maybe some smoked salmon instead, eh? Could have some poached eggs with some spinach.
On, toast.
Well, it is Easter.
Well, I'm not sitting there eating chocolate spread on toast, I'm sorry.
Technically, you could have an Easter egg for your breakfast.
No. Try and be good.
We have got Easter eggs in
there. Yeah.
Guys, I actually really like that dressing from the farm shop. Sometimes these can be very overpowering. And if you've been with me ages, Caesar salad was something I always said I wanted to try. And the very first time I tried it was in Dominican. On room service. And let me know down below, what lettuce do you like for your salads? I like romaine. Because you get a bit of leaf, a bit of crunch. I'm going to give this Parmesan's good as well. For a salad, 7.5 out of 10.
Give it a good 5.
Yeah. He's not really a Caesar guy, are you?
It's a salad, there's nothing exciting about it.
You normally put a lot of other stuff in your salad, didn't you?
Oh, beetroot.
Celery.
Celery, oh. Big chunky bits of cheese.
Well, you've got thin gratings of cheese.
Okay, thank you.
I was going to put tomatoes in, but I thought the tomato seeds might not go well with the Caesar dressing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You okay? Different choke.
I swear to you, I nearly just choked on a bit of salad.
Death by salad. Anyway, guys, we're going to sit and watch a few episodes of Sons of Anarchy. We're properly getting into it now. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be little bits of phone footage because Dan's actually doing dinner tomorrow. And what do we have on the menu, darling?
Pie.
Steak and Guinness pie, mash and veg. You just got to decide out of the veg what you want to have with it.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
I'm not hiding anything. I think you know me too well. I'm always coming up short on words. You should know that by now. We've been down this road. So I'm not sure what you think you heard. Just give me a chance. Look into my eyes. I can show you what I have to say. If you still can't decide, if you still think I'm lying, I will let you walk away. If my eyes can't convince you that I'm still in love since you first took my hand on that sweet summer night, and if your heart cannot trust me, then I say this must be the start of us saying goodbye.
Seven little. Oh la la! Does not look too sad. If I do, c'est so myself. Alright, let's see what else we got going on. In with the mix that with fucker in. Go with the balsamic vinegar. There we go. Give that a good little stir through. Commentary on this will be diabolical. Bailey. Whoop. Oh, fuck you, get over there. Get over there. Alright, and then there, we're going to go with the almighty Guinness. Now, what we do, give a little stir, give a little stir. Here we are, peeling potatoes. I need to do this, I've done the dishes. Because you know I've been pumping to 50 cents. Yes, I'm mashing it up. You've got to look at that and go, what the fuck's it doing there? Well, ladies and gentlemen, go. Yes, sorry, buddy.
Eyes keep wandering away. If you made up your mind to leave.
Hello my lovelies, it's pie night. Oh, I have just had a shower, I've just finished filming, managed to get a quick video done, and I don't know what footage you would have had before this, because I left the camera here and I said to Dan, see if you can just do like any bits and bobs. And has he just hit his elbow? Did you just hurt yourself?
Huh?
Did you just hurt yourself?
No.
You not burnt yourself?
Went, whoa!
Yeah, I thought you'd burnt yourself.
I looked at the oven.
Oh. So I haven't actually seen the footage that Dan has filmed. And I left a full battery, and when he messaged, he was like, your battery's flashing. I'm like, okay, so I think there's a good few clips there. I've not known until I edit this, so we shall see what Dan's...
I've been good.
Have you?
Yes. I've remembered my P's and Q's. I've not really spoke a lot, if I'm honest.
No. I don't know whether I'll have to see the footage. I might put it on a time lapse, or if you're...
Yeah, cut my voice out.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll just
You're not doing a step-by-step of how you done it?
I'm completely mumbling to myself. Yeah.
Another rum cream tonight, because that is delicious, and I actually need to get some ice. That might be something I'll pick up on Good Friday when we go out and do the last food shop. Does anyone else for Easter feel that it's almost like Christmas, like a big meal? Because I've been speaking to people at work today and they're like, oh, it's just like a normal roast. And I'm like, Easter's like a big meal for me and Mum. Like, it's almost like a Christmas dinner in essence. Dan's shaking his head behind. I'm like, right, we have a 3 course. And he was like, what? Even Christmas, he was like, what do you mean you have 3 courses? I was like, we have a starter, Christmas dinner, and then dessert. Dessert normally always rolls over to Boxing Day because we're in such a food coma from the Christmas dinner. Yeah. But yeah, Easter, we have like a little starter. We have our nice roast lamb and our meats and all the trimmings, and then a dessert. But I think we have picked a dessert up. However, I think I might still make my carrot cake or my boozy rice pudding. You want me to have a look at this? Oh, you want me to have a look, guys? There is going to be a little there's going to be a little everyone keeps commenting pickle. Guys, you guys are stitching me up with this video right now. Honestly, everyone, if you've seen the £30 Aldi Roosters versus an £80 Nando's, every one of you is putting pickle. And I'm like, you're really stitching me up here, guys.
And it's a spicy one.
Danny's literally loving life right now. And I'm sitting here like, oh, God, guys. But let's go and have a look at the pie. Right. So, yeah. You guys are doing me dirty. So, I don't know when the chili pickle video's coming, but
well, you're going Mum's tomorrow.
Oh, I've got to remember to pick them up, have I?
I'll remind you.
I might forget. You know, by doing this, you're subjecting Mum to it as well.
Can't after the last video, Mum didn't look too bothered.
Yeah, not if it's spicy though.
She won't know until it's in her got.
I'll be like, Mum, look what Dan's doing to you. But yeah, so I'm going to start exporting some footage later on. But Dan is just dishing up dinner. We've got Sons of Anarchy on because we're almost at the end of season 2 now. And honestly, I know what happens later on and I don't feel like I'm ready for it. So yes, I will check in with you when dinner is served. I will of course give you my honest opinions of Chef Dan. And then tomorrow, Mum will be here. So I think we're actually going to do steak and chips because it's just quick, easy, done, dusted. So yeah, cue to Dan's pie, a little bit of chatting and then stuff in our face watching Sons. Dan is very eager for me to try this. He was like, try, and then we can watch Sons. As you would have seen by the picture, perfection. He does do a very good pie, but my first thing that I always go for is the mash. We love mustard in this house. It's probably an addiction, but I don't think you can ever have to. What would you say is your favourite condiment? Ours is definitely mustard, ain't it? The amount that we have in the house. Oh, it's hot. Oh, darling, you've surpassed yourself again.
I know.
He knows he does a good pie. His pies are, I've actually probably never made you a pie, but his pies slap.
I don't know what it is. Got a bit of Guinness.
Well, you've got a pint of it there. Did you just put one bottle in?
Hmm?
Was it a whole can?
Yeah.
I think we said maybe in the summer we was going to try maybe like a chicken pie, weren't we? So you try and make like a summery one.
Mm.
I might try like chicken and veg in a white sauce. But
wouldn't mind trying something with a cider.
What about pork and apple cider pie?
There you go, see?
But you don't really like pork.
I would eat it if it's in a bloody pie.
Or chicken breast in a creamy cider sauce.
Maybe.
With some like baby carrots and peas.
You cook it with alcohol. Look, there's hardly any alcohol there because it evaporates while you're cooking it.
Mm.
So it's just nothing but sweetness.
Guys, I will always give Dan's pies 10 out of 10. And we're going to sit and watch Sons. And tomorrow, you'll see Mum sitting down with us because we're going to do steak and chips. Quick and easy. See you tomorrow. Hello my lovelies. It is steak night with Mama G. Mum is over for Easter and we was going to cook it last night, but by the time we got back, Mum said, I just fancy something quick, so we actually just went up to the local chippy. So tonight, we are having steak night. We are going to be having, you would have seen an overview, steak, chips going in the air fryer, haven't got to worry about them. Dan will be doing his baby mushrooms the way he does them. We're going to maybe have a half grilled tomato each. I'm going to have some tender stem broccoli along with a peppercorn sauce. So I'm actually going to be jumping in the shower in a moment. So I'm going to chuck the chips in the air fryer, whack the water onto boil for the broccoli, and then I believe Dan will probably be sorting out his mushrooms and I will sort out the steaks once I'm back. So yes, I probably won't be, actually saying that, I probably won't be in my dressing gown. I probably will still be in my dressing gown when I come out because I'm freezing. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm contemplating putting the heating on still. I'm like, no. And as I say, sorry, it's going to be going dark light because our light still needs rewiring. That was the last thing we needed to do in the kitchen, which was sort the lights out, and it hasn't really gone to plan, to be honest. So I'm going to jump in the shower, pop some bottoms on because at the minute I'm in my nightie and my legs are cold. But yeah, let's get going for a steak and chip and all the trimmings.
Leave this behind, then I can't force you to stay. If my eyes can't convince you that I'm still in love since you first took my hand on that sweet summer night, and if your heart cannot trust me, then I say this must be the start of us saying goodbye. If my eyes can't convince you that I'm still in love since you first took my hand on that sweet summer night, and if your heart cannot trust me, then I say this must be the start of us saying goodbye. Start of us saying goodbye. When you're down and you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come up with some words to say. That's not okay. When you feel like you're fed up with heartbreak and you know that you can't take another day, well, that's not okay. We can never go back this road, you never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that?
My lovelies, oh my goodness, what a day. I've just sat in an hour and 40 of traffic. I just got stuck in a bloody congestion, and you know what? Thank goodness dinner is kind of partly done at the moment. It's not going to be a turkey curry. You would have seen from the overview there, we're actually going to use the leftover lamb from Easter, and I've got some cauliflower, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a lamb cauliflower veg curry. The sauce, pardon me, the sauce I have at hand is the Sharwood's tikka masala. I have got some naan breads, we've got poppadoms. I've also got poppadom dips. I think they're in that cupboard. I'll get them out, but yeah, it's just, I tell you what, it's probably going to be a bit of a time lapse on this one because my neighbours are away now. They're away for 3 weeks. I'm like, lucky things. So I'm going to put a bit of music on because I've got no one the other side of me. They're away. So we're going to have a little bit of music and we're going to try and de-stress while we're doing dinner. So time lapse, and I'll see you when it's done.
Move with your body. We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body?
in the process, guys, I lost 2 nails. So it's great. Great, great, great. I need to sort them out. But Dan just said the lamb was good. So I'm happy about that because lamb's not really one of Dan's favourites. However, I have tried some of them dips. So the dips we picked up from Home Bargains, and I tell you now, the lime pickle with chilli, I think I'm going to avoid that one because they're spicy. Yeah, mango chutney, raita, and that. We've got our little naan breads, we've got the poppadoms, and then, as I say, I just used up the lamb. There is garlic cloves within there as well.
Have we eaten so?
Oh, and then I've got the rest of the cauliflower I used up. It's just a normal chicken masala sauce. What are you looking for, darling?
The remote?
I've got it.
Oh, not bad.
Right.
It's edible.
Dan's not really an Indian fan.
No, I'm not.
I love a good curry, guy. So, you would have seen on the time lapses, I think I probably would have kept the bits when I was dancing like a weirdo. What do you think I was listening to? What band do you think I was listening to? And if you know the song, then round of applause to you, because I was loving my little life, as I say, making use of the neighbours not being there. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put the music on while we're doing it. But there is plenty left over. So we've got lunch tomorrow.
Fabulous.
Even though it's only edible.
Is what it is.
Plenty left over. And then tomorrow, I do actually need to come back and do a bit of filming. So I think it might just be we'll chuck the pizzas in with the garlic bread. Quick, easy, done, dusted. So yeah, we're going to sit and stuff our face. I'd give it a good 8 out of 10. I like it.
It's not unpleasant.
It's just not your acquired taste, is it?
I would prefer maybe noodles or
You like Chinese and Thai?
I do. Personal preference, that's all it is.
What do you think of the cauliflower in it? You think it's random?
Yeah. No, cauliflower's cauliflower.
I do like having cauliflower in a curry. Bulks it out and it's a good little piece to use up. And the one we got from Waitrose for Easter, that was huge. That done us the Easter for 3 of us and still plenty left. I think I got about 14 florets of it. Lamb. If you didn't see that, guys, he gave me a good sign. So you won't turn your nose up if I do lamb again?
No.
I think that's been a success. So, as I say, stuff in my face. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Again, probably won't be much cooking tomorrow because it's just pizza. But I'm actually looking forward to the pizza tomorrow. One is a spicy salami, I think that's yours. And then there's a chicken tikka pizza. So I'm going to have the chicken tikka one. And then we've just got 2 garlic baguettes. So yeah, tomorrow hopefully I won't get stuck in any traffic tomorrow. And I should be able to come back and do a bit of filming. I need to sort out my 2 nails tonight. And then, yeah. I don't think it's too bad. And I love all the trimmings. I cannot wait to devour poppadoms.
I'm looking forward to giving them a go.
See you later. Hello, my lovelies. You will see an overview there. It is, well, it was supposed to be salmon and prawns with jacket potato and salad. Of course, the jacket potatoes weren't to plan, likewise with the salmon and prawns. So I've got fish cakes. We're having mini new potatoes and still going to do a salad. There probably won't be much filming again tonight. Dan's hurt himself at work, so I'm on caring nurse duty. So last night the pizza was lovely. We sat there. We watched some Sons of Anarchy. The garlic bread actually weren't too bad either. So tonight I'm going to quickly whack them in, deep heat him up, put him on the sofa, jump in the shower, and then dinner will be ready. So it'll probably just be an overview again. But fish cakes, little new potatoes, and a good bit of salad. But yeah, oh, and I don't know what I've got, my lovelies. I keep feeling like I've got something in my eye. And it's highly annoying. But yeah, the pizzas I give last night like a good 8.5 out of 10. They was actually really nice. The salami and pepperoni with chili jam, whoo, that was spicy. The chicken tikka one though was actually quite nice, and Dan really liked it. It had a lot of sweetness because it had mango chutney on it. So yeah, I'd highly recommend them if you're at Aldi. It was the like individual stone baked ones. But yes, for now, as I say, you would have seen the overview. I'm going to pop the fish cakes in, get the water onto boil for the tetties, and then we will have a nice little dinner to round out the thing. I was trying to think how many dinners we have left. We actually only have one, which will be a quick and easy one again for like southern fried chicken wraps and salad. So yeah, I do hope there's been enough. Time to go deep heat them up, and I will see you when it's ready.
I need to know now, just like the seasons, they come and go. I don't understand the reason. I thought I knew you, I was mistaken. Said you were sorry, but my heart is still aching, and I'll wait to hear you. Yeah, I'll wait. You're aiming at my heart. All your words come easy, and I know you play it smart, but say it like you mean it, and I'll wait just to hear you. Yeah, I'll wait. You said that love would be our guidance, any direction, but all I hear is silence. So give me something I can hold on to, 'cause I've been drifting, not knowing where I run to. So I'll wait to be near you. Yeah, I'll wait. You're aiming at my heart. All your words come easy, and I know you play it smart, but say it like you mean it.
Hello my lovelies, it is the final meal, and it's actually quite a few days since our last one. Look at the blooming, we're going to get the light fixed. All these teething problems. Can I pop you up there for a minute? You can stand on there. It's been a few days actually since we last had dinners, because we was away in Hastings, which I think you guys would have already seen the vlog, or you'll be seeing the vlog. Yes, that's the light that's causing the problem. We need to sort that out. But yeah, it's been a very eventful few weeks. Most days, I can't lie guys, my emotions have not allowed me to pick up the camera. I am kind of dealing with some bits and bobs off camera, but in essence it kind of affects if I film, because if I'm really not in the mood, or I could be talking one minute and then I'm in tears the next. So I've managed to toughen myself up over the weekend and think with rational minds. And I was sure I said it through, and I thought, God, there's not really a lot of cooking, because where Dan's been poorly, I've been looking after him. And then I think with me, everything's just kind of come to a head with bits and bobs. So I'm like, okay. So tonight is a quick and easy southern fried wrap night. We're going to use up some of our relishes. Some chutneys that we had left over because they go out of date next week. So I'm like, you know what, we might as well chuck that in. There's some cheese that I'm sure Dan will want to slice up and put in there. Is that inside or outside? A little creepy crawly. Inside, right. I need to clean those doors. And to be honest guys, we've been sitting down and absolutely engrossed in Sons of Anarchy. So our evenings are literally just sitting there watching Sons of Anarchy. So it hasn't really been a talkative mood, but I've just got out of the shower. I'm gonna put the chicken and chips in the oven. Dan is on his way home. You would have seen an overview, and I'm going to sit down because I'm starting a new book. I'm not going to show you what book it is because obviously you will see that in the monthly favourites, but Dan has chose this book, so I was like, okay then, we will see how this goes. It's very different. I say different, it's in my book collection, but I've never read anything along these lines, so I don't quite know how it's going to go, but we're going to persevere with it. I will put these in the oven, we're going to make some wraps, and then we'll have a little bit of a chit chat later on, or it might be tomorrow morning. But yeah, guys, I think Aldi has been really good. It has been the most expensive, but I think we've had some really good bits. Like we bought 4 steaks, so that obviously took quite a big bit of the budget, but I don't think we could have gone wrong. The poppadoms and the naan bread, fabulous. We have had very, very good dinners. I can't lie. The fish cakes, actually, Dan really enjoyed the fish cakes, which I was a bit humming and hawing because, you know, I don't really do seafood. And he said he preferred those fish cakes as opposed to like the melt in the middle. So now I know he doesn't like ones with like sauces and bits in the middle, but the cod ones with the pea puree in the middle he liked, and then the other cod with the chorizo were a little bit more flaky and they had a little bit of a kick to them, and he enjoyed them. So I was like, you know what, we're going to go with it. So I think fish cakes could be a weekly thing because I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more fish within our meals. We love our meat. Doesn't it? We have a butcher's open daily down the road that we can just pop off, and I'll say, what we got for dinner? And he'll be like, oh, I don't know. And I'll say, all right, we'll get something from the freezer. And then I come back and he's been butcher's and we've got like steak or lamb chops, and I'm like, we do like our meat, and the meat sits on us, I'm afraid. So yeah, I definitely want to try and incorporate some more fish. I think if we're down Costco, we might pick up some more haddock, salmon and king prawns. But definitely fish cakes is another alternative. So yeah, I'm gonna not rabbit away. I just wanted to have a little check-in because say I've been editing away and I'm like, I haven't really spoke to you guys, but most of the time this week in the kitchen I've just been sitting blaring out music, crying as I'm cutting. You would have seen before when I had the music on, I was all right, I was in a high spirit. The rest of the week it was a little bit downhill, but you know what, that's life. We've got to deal with whatever's in the universe, and it makes us stronger. That's what I have to tell myself anyway. Shan, stop rabbiting, get this in the oven, get on the sofa, get your book, Dan will be back, he'll jump in the shower, I'll plate this up, we'll have some food, we'll watch Sons of Anarchy, and it's going to be a good night. Guys, I've just finished editing the food one. I realised we didn't actually do an outro, so standard. However, I must say, I loved your pie clips.
Why?
Because I actually listened to the commentary on some of them.
Oh, don't, it's terrible.
I obviously couldn't have the ones where 50 Cent is blaring in the back,
Yeah.
but I actually have kept a few where you're telling me what you're doing, and I love that. I love that.
Okay.
Dan could have like his own MasterChef series now. Dining with Dan.
No shot.
Oh my god! I loved it, and that was all done one-handed. When he was kneading the dough, that bit was one-handed, and then the rest he had my little candle that I used to prop it up. But yeah, I love that.
I'm glad you enjoyed
So
it.
if you guys like Dan Cam, comment pie down below. Look, everyone's been commenting pickle.
And we still ain't done it?
They're at Mum's. I will get them next time, maybe. I would say I'll do it over my birthday weekend when Mum's here, but I think that's quite torturous tomorrow. I'm turning 30 and then I'm going to have to eat a hot pickle.
I think that's a brilliant idea. Brilliant. I think they like it as well.
They stitched me up with
There
the
you
pickle.
go.
I was like, guys, you're doing me dirty you with the pickle. My
There you
God. Okay, maybe not. I'll have to do it. I know I'll have to do it, but it will just be a case of when.
Don't put it off too much.
Soon. Okay.
Because you know it's just going to ferment, and if it goes off, it's just going to ferment in there.
Don't, because if it's fermented, I can't eat it.
The longer you leave it in there, the more it's fermenting. It's just sitting there. Think of it like
Dan,
cooking.
the last video I think was about 40 minutes, and I only put it in my gob in the last 5.
Wow.
It was all that time I was trying to hype myself up, and Mum was already eating it. Oh God. Let's talk about food that I actually did like eating. And Dan's steak pie was up there. That was very, very nice. He always does a banging pie for me. And
BBC Good Foods.
oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is.
And we've actually still got some of the dough in the fridge. freezer, we can get it out and maybe do it with some of the sausage meat.
That's right.
To use it up.
Sausage meat. Yeah.
For a sausage roll.
Do the oh, what is it called?
What?
Horseradish.
Yeah.
Horseradish and jam.
And all that.
Yeah.
Horseradish and jam. Jam.
The cranberry sauce jam.
Oh, I'm thinking you're like strawberry jam. I'm thinking no. Okay then, we can do that. Dan actually does really good sausage rolls as well. Anything pastry, this is your guy.
Just because I like eating it.
The pizza night. The pizzas weren't actually that bad, I didn't think, from Aldi. They was a bit more expensive. They was around about £2.50, £3. You had a very hot, spicy one with chilies everywhere on it.
I picked a couple of the chilies off, but apart from that, I think it was alright.
I had a chicken tikka one that was actually very sweet because it had like a mango chutney base.
Mm.
Garlic bread is garlic bread. I don't see why you pay £2.50. I think that baguette was 40p.
Exactly the same.
It does the same. If you want a flatbread, they might be a quid. A baguette is about 40-50p. Because then you can add some bits to it. But beggars can't be choosers. If you want garlic bread and you're on a budget, 40p is what we'll have to do. Now, because they didn't really have good salmon or prawns, we detoured to the fish cakes with jacket potato and salad. Now, we didn't have jacket potatoes either because they was poor, so we had the smashed potatoes. And looking over, we didn't actually do a roundup that night. But you didn't mind the fish cakes.
Didn't, that was actually okay.
As long as they're not melt in the middle. That's what we figured out we don't like.
Can't be doing that like that. When you're cutting it, you see like the white.
The hollandaise sauce
like
and all that.
Pus pull out.
Oh no, don't say it like pus.
But that's what it's for me. It's disgusting. I can't be eating that.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
So our ones weren't like that. We had one. The one of them with the mushy pea middle was so
that was bizarre.
Weird. It reminded me of the fish and chip cones we had at Christmas.
Yes.
So you had the fish cake, but inside had the mushy pea, but it was salted and vinegared, weren't it?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you don't get chip flavouring, but that was a really weird one, but a really nice concoction. The other one was fish and chorizo. I think it was a bit spicier.
Mm.
But yeah, no gooey in the middle. So I've learned that Dan doesn't want the goo in the middle. But if we can get a firm fish cake, we might try some different variations.
Oh,
it's just a different way to get fish into the system and the meals. And if people don't really like fish, you can kind of disguise it as a fish cake. I used to make my own fish cakes with red salmon and potato. And I mean, I say my fish cakes. They're probably like boulders. Like, you know, imagine my stuffing balls in a fish cake version.
The size of a fist.
Yeah, they're probably not far off that. Like,
yeah.
They was a lump. And then I would put them in the egg breadcrumbs and then bake them with at Mum's. They was really nice. Now, we all know from the reaction, because we did have a little reaction of this, Dan is not a Caesar salad guy for dinner. I really liked it. But sorry, the sun has actually come out now, guys. It's been really gloomy today, and now the sun's come out. It's come out because we're talking about food. I've got a nice roast dinner cooking.
Looking forward to that.
I am. We actually didn't have a roast on this week one, but chicken Caesar, I liked it. You was just like, meh, salad.
It's great.
I needed to bulk it out a bit more, I think. You like your honey and mustard though, didn't you?
Grab it.
Well,
yes.
Darling, it is summertime, so salads are coming in the summer.
I do like a salad.
But you like more accompaniments.
Yes.
So you was all right then with the summer fried chicken wraps. They was good. They was very good. Bird's eye, and I think they're bird's eye, chicken char grills and like that range. I'm sure it's bird's eye. They're really good. And what we have had last week was bird's eye. Oh, what was it called? It was like a chicken shop dupe. They had a regular and then they had a sizzler, and they're kind of like a KFC burger. We had them with the brioche buns and that, and actually weren't too bad. So if you see them on offer, they was on offer at Iceland in the, I think it's 10 for 6 or 10 for 9. You get like the cheap chicken bits just to chuck in like chicken dippers and that. They say it's just fine. Now, the turkey curry didn't actually end up being a turkey curry because we actually ended up using the lamb left over from Easter. And again, you're not really a curry dude and you're not really a lamb dude, but you didn't mind that.
Is that the one with the peppercorn sauce?
No, that was the... oh, no, that was when I done last week I done a really random dinner last week, guys.
I love that.
I didn't know what we had in there, so I was like, right, what can we have? It was chicken char grills. I had some mushrooms, onions, peppers and tomatoes and rice. So I steamed my rice, I stir-fried the vegetables, I done my chicken char grills, and then I poured peppercorn sauce over the top.
That was lovely.
That was a very random one. But this was the lamb curry that we had with the poppadom and the 3 dips from Home Bargains.
Oh, okay. That was
With
okay.
Lamb and cauliflower. We used up the cauliflower in it, didn't
That's
we?
it.
I like bulking it out with cauliflower. And as I say, for the lamb, you didn't mind it. For not being a lamb guy.
It was okay.
I mean, leftover lamb for me is just... Like tonight, we've got turkey roast dinner. There's going to be leftover turkey tomorrow.
Okay.
So I feel like I might actually end up doing another turkey curry tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we've got curry sauces in there.
I'll have a look, see if I've got any salad.
I don't think I've got any salad left.
I'll get good.
I used it all for the barbecue. We've got a barbecue now, guys. You'll see this all in the Maybank holiday vlog. Very spontaneous. I went there to pick something up, do a refund, and then in the process bought a barbecue.
It was alright.
And then the last one we actually had with Mum here, which was steak and chips. That was your peppercorn sauce with, once again, Dan's famous mushrooms. Mum very much enjoyed the mushrooms indeed. But considering this was the most expensive, I don't think it's terrible because we did get a lot of meat. And that's what I said, with these challenges, they will get harder as the months go on because obviously we're using the stuff up in the freezer. But I still think for under 50 quid, we got 4 steaks, we had your diced steak, chicken, fish cakes. We had quite a lot of meat in there and a hell of a lot of veg. So I think under £50 for all of that is still very good. As I say, next month, I mean, we've hardly got anything left in the freezer.
I said we'll
Meat-wise, have we?
Butchers. We went up there
Stock up.
the other day.
Got the barbecue bits and saw the hampers again, didn't we?
All the frozen stuff. Just get one of them.
And then literally all you need week to week is your fresh fruit, veg, dairy and bread.
But see, all that frozen stuff from the butcher was only £30.
Yeah.
So when you calculate that, was it like something like 20 odd sausages, 20 odd burgers?
Oh yeah, I
20
once done a big
sausages.
thing. Then you had like, was it ribs and loin
A
steaks?
full rack of ribs.
I feel there was like 8 pork loin steaks. And a pack of bacon. I feel like
I
bacon
think
was
so.
in there as well.
But all frozen. I
And
don't
it's
think
done.
you can grumble with any of that.
Alright. And as I say, some guys, you might like to get your meat when you get your weekly shop, which you do you, but we find it works out cheaper, as you say, by getting a bulk from the butchers.
That's it.
And then just week on week, we get normal food. So every 3 months, we'll do like, say, a big stock up of all your tins and sauces and pastas and everything. And then maybe once a month we pop to the butchers. Or if we go to Costco, sometimes we pick things up at Costco, don't we?
Yeah. But you say once a month. We're in May, and the last time we went and got a bulk from the butchers was January. Well, December.
Oh yeah, Christmas.
So I know it's
Yeah.
only the 2 of us,
We still
but
like to eat.
obviously, yeah,
Good
have
food.
people over and stuff.
Alright.
But there's
I just think
plenty-
it's better quality as well. Like, for me, the thing you can really tell the difference is chicken breasts from a butcher's to a normal shop.
Yeah.
Because you cook the ones from the shop and they're water, they shrink, they're bland.
I was overhearing one of the lads talking when he was at the butcher's, and he turned around and said that when he goes to the supermarkets, he said what the thing that done it for him was all the mince was vacuum packed.
Oh,
And he was like, nah, that's...
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know. But he's like, that's the no for me.
Does anyone know? Because a lot of stuff is going in that, well, it's probably because it's recyclable and all that, ain't it? But
Yeah.
nah, we like it. And I think it's good you support local businesses. And honestly, when we went down at the weekend, guys, for the barbecue bits, we was queuing outside the door. It was
That's
like
the
Christmas,
second
wasn't it?
time we've had to queue.
Yeah.
And it weren't like 2 or 3 people in front. That was
A
a
good
good
thing.
8.
It's, I think with that butcher's, we've got to get there early.
Mm.
You start going from like 11, 12 o'clock onwards,
So does everyone else.
you're standing in the queue. But they still always had, they've got such a good selection still, even for later that day.
Yeah.
And to be able to still make all of them hampers. So we normally get, the one before Christmas, I think, was the freezer filler. It's
That's
about
it.
90 quid. And honestly, the You had chicken, beef, pork, burgers,
So much
sausages, bacon, chicken breast,
Sausage
diced
meat.
chicken, mince.
Yeah.
There was so much in there. So if you look at it, so for example, if that did last us 3 months, that's 30 quid a month. So divide that, not even 8 quid a week really, just over. 8, 16, 32, yeah. £8 a week that we spend for all that meat. I don't think you can go wrong. And as I say, we like to support, and I actually like to see what they rustle up. New flavours of bits and bobs, and oh, that's new, that's new. They don't do rabbit. Guys, if anyone knows where we can get rabbit, because Dan's on the hunt now for rabbit, and I've said I'll cook it, but they don't stock rabbit, and they don't stock mutton or goat, which I was a bit sad at, because I was looking for some curried goat.
It's just something that I'd like to give a go and try. Maybe, is it partridge? Like bird, game and all that? I like, I wouldn't mind just trying a little bit, just seeing what it's...
See, I've never tried, like, veal or venison or anything.
Well, again, I'd give it a go.
I feel like, no, we've had venison burgers, haven't we? But not like actual
ostrich.
venison. An ostrich.
But if that's actual ostrich, you don't know. It could be
goose. I wouldn't mind trying goose, like a nice crispy goose, like crispy duck.
Okay.
That could be cool.
Okay.
Actual duck, like they actually don't do any game there, do they?
No.
It's just beef, poultry.
Thinking whereabouts
That's it.
you can go.
Does anyone know where there are like game butchers?
Don't turn around and say Spitalfields in London.
Yeah, we'll try and avoid London if we can. If there's anything, I'm trying to think northwise, like Norwich or Cambridgeshire. Maybe like
the London ones, we know they happen at like 3 o'clock in the morning on a bloody Thursday. You're like, well, everyone's at work at them points.
A weekend meat market, if anyone knows, like north of Suffolk. Suffolk, Hertfordshire, Cambridgeshire. Yeah, we'll see. But rabbit, I say, you can buy it online, but I like to see my meat.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that where you was going to look at it?
Oh, God, no. The thing I was going to get for Easter. It was the boneless shoulder of lamb stuffed with garlic. And this thing was £32. And I was like, right, if I can't get a leg of lamb, I'll get that from Waitrose. We went down there the day before, when was it? The Thursday before Easter Friday.
Yeah.
Guys, it was like that. And I said to Dan, if I'd have come to pick that up, I'd have been like, no, sorry, mate.
You got the wrong one.
I'm expecting like a whole shoulder. And it was this little individual one. So I don't know why. I know it was Waitrose, but 32 quid for that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Bear in mind, that it would have had to have fed the 4 of us and your mum. And you're like, that would not have touched the bloody sides.
Oh my God. Yeah, so always like read your weights, read the sizes.
That's good advice.
That's like just me with the sake all over again. There's me thinking it's like a 1 litre Jeroboam and it's a 300ml bottle that costs more than anything I've ever paid for when it comes to like a wine.
Yeah.
And then you see it for 15 quid in Waitrose and you're like, you fucking bastards. But yes, I think Aldi, I mean, I'd give them a good 9 out of 10. Yeah, I can't rate their food. The quality of it was lovely. Dan's cooking was on par, as always.
It's cooking, it's just banging it in the oven.
Yeah, but pie takes time. You make your own pastry. A lot of people just get a sheet and done.
It takes 2 minutes.
Well, it's very, very good. And we've learnt that he likes fish cakes, just not melting in the middle. Stock up at Iceland on your frozen char grills when they're on offer. And lamb curries. It might be a turkey curry for tomorrow, darling. Use up some of the turkey from roast dinner.
What else could you put inside a salad, though? Let us know what would be good to throw inside a salad. I know mango. Chop that up, whack that in there.
I feel like you've put mango before, haven't you?
Yeah, and it just give it that sweet.
See, I've heard of like, so you know, if you was to have a leg of lamb,
yeah,
a Greek thing, they would have like, say, their salad. They would have salad leaves, kind of like spinach maybe.
Yeah.
And they would put like couscous, so you'd have like a grain with it, and then they would have sliced red onion, feta cheese, and pomegranate seeds.
Pomegranate seeds, that's a good idea.
Because that goes really well with lamb.
Okay.
I'm very basic with my salads. I'm like lettuce, but I am fussy with my type of lettuce. I didn't realise. I don't like the iceberg lettuce that you get in the bag. I like Little Gem or Romaine because it's got a bit more of a crunch. Lettuce is lettuce,
So,
I know.
no. You like the crunch. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll start cutting them up and we'll start putting pickles in there.
No, I don't
because
want
it gives
pickles
it
in my
more of a
salad.
crunch.
I don't want my pickle.
We don't want your pickle, but it gives it more of a crunch.
What was it you ate the other day and it crunched
Pickles.
and it squelched and I was like...
I ate it in a burger.
And I'm like, please make sure there's no juice dripping down the side of that. I don't put it in the cupboard. It's like, they're not. And I'm like, oh. And just hearing it's the crunch with the thing. But then I can eat cucumber. And cucumber has a crunch. And I think it's just the pickle.
You know pickles are cucumbers. They're just
pickled. It's got to be the pickle in it, so I can't like that.
But
then I eat pickled onion crisps. Only Monster Munch though. See, I'm very fussy with that.
I can't be eating like pickled eggs or anything like that. That's just
No.
Oh.
My granddad used to get that from the fish and chip
That
shop.
sends me cold.
No, I can't be doing that. I'm just basic. I'm like my type of lettuce, cucumber, bit of spring onion or red onion, maybe some tomato. You like celery, beetroot, radish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let us know what would be your go-to salads. I actually really want to try that feta salad now.
Yeah.
Grab some pomegranate, grab some mixed leaves and spinach, couscous or tabbouleh or orzo, any type of grain.
Ouzo?
Orzo. Orzo, it's kind of like a rectangular grain. You're thinking of ouzo, the drink. No.
I was going to say, where'd you smash that in there?
God, that would flambe them.
Flavour.
Ouzo prawns, I remember that in Greece. Literally set the prawns on fire. Also set my dad's shirt on fire.
I'm not surprised.
Leant forward and up it went with the... Remember when bars used to have the mats?
Mm.
Like the tea towels on there? Yeah, that all went up. I was like, oh, okay. But yes, guys, we are all done for this month. What would you say out then was your favourite meal? I've got two. Mine's a toss up between two.
Steak and chips.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're not even gone for your own pie?
I'm just being...
Oh, you're being modest?
Yes, thank you.
Mine would either be the pie or the lamb curry. I really did enjoy that.
Okay.
Dan's would be the fish cakes.
They weren't too bad.
We're getting there. And what we are getting through, Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
We're on series 5 now. And
Coming to the end.
Guys, I was not ready for Opus Scene. I saw it on TikTok, but they don't show you the moment.
Yeah, but see, look, all what you've seen on TikTok is fine. You know, this person dies, that person dies. But there's no build-up to it.
No, yeah.
Where you see the build-up and the actual reasonings why, that it just sets you off. You sitting there crying at his funeral.
I was. I went from shouting at the screen and calling Clay a two-faced.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. And then I was like, oh, he ain't got his caved in head. They've made him look nice. And then now it's all just took a turn with the sheriff.
Yeah.
So I'll actually be really sad when that ends.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
They say to me at work, Shane, you know it's a TV show. I'm like, I've got so invested with this.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like I could go out on the streets and if I was to see him, I'd be like, OP!
Oh my God.
Well, obviously no, because he's dead, but not in real life. That's what you have to think. Because I think as well, I'm like, oh my God, his children and Piney and his mum's still there and Jax is left and and then I'm seeing it all unfold with Gemini and I'm like, I know what's coming. And when she's nice to Tara, I'm like, no, 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 no. I know what's happening. But after that, I think we need something a bit light-hearted. We was going to watch the Freddie Flintoff thing, weren't it? I want to watch Fred and Rose West.
You said light-hearted.
Serial killer is light-hearted to me. It looks like I'll be watching Fred and Rose West on my own. I just think because, like, we've done the True Crime Museum, the Serial Killer exhibition, like, we've seen what it is. This is supposed to be, they say, the most graphic docu-series.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then after that, there's something that was on, I think it might have been Netflix, about Churchill. We can sit.
Okay. And then you want to start Vikings, weren't it? Because Vikings is another big, I think it's 9 series they were saying. And then you have to watch Vikings Valhalla after that.
That's a big old commitment.
Yeah, so I'd like some light-hearted stuff and films. I would actually like to try and pop to the cinema as well, maybe this month, to see The Accountant.
Oh, yeah, we'll watch that.
And there's a new horror out that I would like to see.
I think I'm busy that night.
You know, the horror follows directly after The Accountant on the showings, because I've been looking at the showings for the last couple of days.
The one that we're going to.
Not going to lie, guys, that's the only thing about moving to Suffolk. Your cinemas ain't cheap. We
No,
don't get the
it's-
£4.99 views here.
It's Cineworld.
And they're like 13 quid a ticket.
Well, I took the Litlands to go and see Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
And up here, they wanted over £40 for 3 of us to go. And we went down in Romford, and it was
Half price.
£21 for all 3 of us. I was like, that will do.
So Cineworld do a thing, because I was looking at this to see if there's like any day rates or anything. But Cineworld do a thing where you pay £10 a month and you can see unlimited films. But you've got to make sure that you make it work. But then if the tickets are 13 quid on their own, you're already saving. So I was actually looking into, I've not done anything, but I was looking into seeing the options. Because we actually haven't even got anything.
Yeah, but that's £40 a
locally.
month before you've even started anything.
No, £10 a month.
Yeah. If I pay for you.
Oh,
the 2 Litlands,
yeah.
That's £40 a month to go and see.
You've got to make sure.
It's got worth it. That's like with the Merlin passes. I think we've well and truly got our money's worth out of that.
Yeah.
And we're still clawing in.
We've still got 3 months left.
Yeah.
Has anyone got National Trust or English Heritage passes? Please do let me know, because they're what I want to look into as well. Especially English Heritage. I think there's so many, like the castles and that. I'd really enjoy to go see all them. And it's history.
Love the history.
And if we go back to Hastings, Battle, that's on there.
We will go back to Hastings.
Go to Battle. If we go back, I would love to detour to the farm shops as well, please.
There's so bloody many.
You guys ain't even seen the Hastings vlog. I think that's coming in the next few days. But yeah. Anyway, we've been sitting here rabbiting so much. If you can help on any of it earlier on, please do let us know. But if you've enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe down below, and leave us a comment what was your favourite meal of the week. But yes, take care, stay safe as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!